Manifesting Desires the Easy Way with Neville Goddard by Richard J. O'Neill. Link found in the video description. Whatsoever things ye desire when ye pray, believe that ye have received them, and ye shall have them. Mark 11:24. There is a power that encircles this world in which we live, and I am of the opinion that this power is ours to use as we wish, and always has been. The problem is, we have for some reason forgotten it. And because of that, we are living out lives partly filled with fear, paranoia, and ignorance. Sure, there are times when we are over the moon with joy and happiness, such as when we are in love or on graduation day. However, there is no denying that life as we know it seems far too limited. We keep asking the question, is this all there is to life? Inwardly, we know. We know there is far more to this world than meets the eye. Unfortunately, to most of us, this is it, nothing more. We are too busy with our affairs to investigate. Throughout history, there have been those who were naturally curious and did investigate. They somehow knew that this is our playground, and we control it simply by thinking. Yes, thinking things into being with concentrated imagination and emotion infused together to form a powerful, attractive force from which manifesting desires is possible. The story of Neville Goddard. Born in Barbados in 1905 into a family of 9 boys and 1 girl, Neville was very early singled out for greatness. One day, while he and his brothers were playing by an old hut near the sea, a seer approached them and one by one told them their fortunes. All but Neville were destined for normal jobs and lives. Neville, she said, was special, chosen by God to perform a special mission. To cut a long story short, Neville went on to become a New Thought teacher. Only his style was nothing like other teachers of the time. He came to the table with something completely new. He had studied the Bible inside and out, along with every other religious text, and arrived at the conclusion that the stories in the Bible were not historical recordings or events, but were lessons laid out by wise men long ago to teach humanity how to use the powers of our minds, and to realize that God resided not somewhere above us, but inside our minds, as our subconscious mind. He believed, as his teachers believed, that manifesting desires through prayer was possible, and he had experienced it himself. Most intriguingly, he also taught that Jesus Christ was in fact not a man, but our very own subconscious mind, and the stories of miracles and healings were our actual powers should we choose to use them. He taught that our imaginal activity creates our world and our future, although there is a delay between the imagining and the manifestation. Therefore, we have failed to notice our power thus far. However, you only need look back at your life to see the sense in his teachings. I can recall many a time in my life when I thought of a possible outcome, usually worry, only to have it materialize in my life a short time later. We are manifesting desires all the time in this way. Quote, "The world is yourself pushed out. Ask yourself what you want and then give it to yourself. Do not question how it will come about. Just go into your way knowing that the evidence of what you have done must appear, and it will." End quote. Neville Goddard. Working to manifest your desires. Whatever you desire, you can summon it through your imaginal activity, according to Neville. Lull yourself into a sleepy, drowsy state. Then, while still in control, imagine yourself as you would be had you already achieved what it is you desire. If you desire a new job, see yourself being congratulated on a new job by a friend of yours. Now, keep this imaginal act short and replay it as often as possible in your mind throughout the day and the coming days. As you play the visions in your mind, allow yourself to feel the feeling of gratitude, of joy at already having what you want. Try to use your senses to really feel what you are imagining is real, and most importantly, feel as if it is happening right now. This is, without a doubt, one of the simplest and most effective methods of manifesting desires, and once practiced sufficiently, will work. Do that, and you will manifest your desires. I have used this technique myself and achieved great results, although it does require great discipline and lots of practice to do it effectively. Quote, "All that we are is the result of what we have thought. If a man speaks or acts with an evil thought, pain follows him. If a man speaks or acts with a pure thought, happiness follows him, like a shadow that never leaves him." Gautama Buddha. My own prayer technique for manifesting desires. I have developed my own technique, which, when used in conjunction with Neville Goddard's technique, is extremely powerful, and although still quite new to me, has already borne fruit in the form of a new job, new friends, and a new apartment, which I had desired for over a year, until recently. You have probably heard of vision boards, where you stick pictures of your goals onto a large board, which you look at each day to infuse yourself with a powerful desire force. I have adapted this technique, and instead of a vision board, I use a vision book, which is small enough to carry around with me everywhere I go, so that I may look at it anytime I wish. I also have an affirmations booklet and an inspirational quotes booklet, and together they create a potent package for manifesting desires. I'll explain the steps you need to follow in order to create your own set. First, buy a small notebook that will fit in your back pocket. Then, buy one small business card holder and one medium-sized business card holder. 2. Once you know what it is you wish to attain or achieve, find pictures of your desires in magazines or online. There are thousands of free pictures online, so if you have a printer or access to one, I would advise obtaining your pictures from the internet. Once you have your pictures, glue them into your booklet, and beside them write a caption like, "This is my new car." Place a photo of you with a smile on your face next to the pictures of your fulfilled desires. You now have a vision booklet. 3. Write out affirmations which closely relate to your desires. For example, "I have a wonderful new apartment located near the subway station." Write the affirmations onto small blank business cards or pieces of paper, and then place the affirmation cards into your small business card holder. Ta-da! You now have your own affirmations booklet. 4. Lastly, seek out as many inspirational quotes as you can find, and also write them onto small blank business cards. Place them into a medium-sized business card holder. You now have your very own inspirational quotes booklet. Now, how do I use these things? Okay, every day, morning, noon, and night, before you go to sleep, look at your desires booklet and summon the feeling of already having the outcomes you see in the pictures. See your smiling face and imagine you already have what you want. Choose an affirmation from your affirmation booklet and repeat it over and over for a few minutes. And smile as you do so, as this infuses your affirmation with positive attraction energy. The quotation booklet can be used whenever you wish, and whenever you need inspiration or motivation. Whip it out and read through a few quotes. Believe me, it really does work. How could all that positivity and inspiration not work? If you use this technique with Neville's technique, I assure you, you will see results, and in the near future too. Quote, "Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Thoughts are things, and powerful things at that. When mixed with definiteness of purpose and burning desire, can be translated into riches."